Yes, I realize that most people don't like doing that. Amazon, I think, has become a lot better of a place for you to focus on Amazon advertising and get sales for Amazon's pre-existing traffic.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message. Welcome to Marketing Interruption, a daily podcast powered by BlueTuskr that interrupts your day with marketing news, tips and strategies from an entrepreneur who lives and breathes marketing. Now, let the interruption begin with your host, Andrew Maff.
What? Episode number 45, Marketing Interruption. I'm your host, Andrew Maftone, and obviously we're on a recap week, so I'm going to touch a little bit more on everything that we talked about this week. So Monday I went through e-commerce sellers sending traffic to their Amazon storefront, which caused a shitstorm of angry-ass Amazon sellers, which are my favorite people to deal with. Yes, I realize that most people don't like doing that. Amazon, I think, has become a lot better of a place for you to focus on Amazon advertising and get sales for Amazon's pre-existing traffic. Don't give traffic to Amazon. But if you're an Amazon seller and you're looking to find ways to improve your business, that is one way to go. Another reason we came up with that idea is we have in the past used to work with a lot of Amazon sellers specifically that didn't have much of a presence off Amazon. And this was their way of kind of testing the off Amazon waters, where they would drive traffic to Amazon, see what those sales looked like. And then if they looked good, they would realize that there are people off Amazon who are still willing to convert, in which case we would start to build a better website and go from there. Creating an omni-channel experience. It's a very fancy way of saying, please make sure your brand looks and sounds the same everywhere you put it. It sounds common sense. You'd be shocked at how many people don't do it. Preparing your campaigns for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It is very soon. Football has already started, which means next is Halloween, and then all of a sudden it's Thanksgiving and it's here. Like it sneaks up on you. If you haven't done it already, I would make a reminder in your calendar for like 3 or 4 weeks ago to remind you for next year to do it ahead of time. I always start it the first week of September. I couldn't get to this podcast in time. Hopefully you've started already. Then yesterday we did the sneaky way of doing Facebook invites, a small little story. So years ago when I first started in marketing, I was in the music industry and I was in a band. And I was always trying to find ways to do this. And this concept of inviting people who have liked your stuff has been around forever. Facebook never really changed it. They've made it much, much harder now that you have to have a code and all this extra stuff. And there used to be like extensions that worked, and there used to be like other sneaky ways that you could do it, but there's really not anymore. But this is the newest sneaky way, and it's worked for me for a couple years now. They haven't changed it yet. So go and invite all your Facebook fans. It'll definitely help build your page. But that was everything from the week. I didn't really have too much else I wanted to touch on. And of course, what I wanted to kind of take a minute to talk about here is I would obviously love everyone to just take a minute and shoot me an email at BlueTuskr. Jesus, I did it again. At marketinginterruption@BlueTuskr.com. I really like to make these Friday segments a little bit more about answering some questions that are more relevant to the things that I went over during the week. Right now, I'm just kind of doing a recap, and I'm also been talking to a lot of other guests, and I would love some feedback on what everyone wants to hear in terms of types of guests. I'm definitely going to bring on some other e-commerce sellers, but I'm questioning whether I even want to bring on other vendors and things like that, because I know we get tired of hearing people pitch the same crap. So we will figure out along the way, and we're going to do it as a journey. But of course, please rate, review, subscribe wherever you are listening to this. If not, I will see you all next week.
Thank you for joining us for today's Marketing Interruption. Make sure to rate, review and subscribe to the show. And don't forget to email marketinginterruption@BlueTuskr.com with any marketing questions you'd like to have answered on the show. And head over to marketinginterruption.bluetuskr.com to catch up on past episodes. Until next time, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.